connectivity. Some people have been trying to join ever since I think 10 minutes to the time when the chat room was open. But it looks like people keep coming in and going out. Maybe it could be raining in some regions. And so I want to appreciate us, especially those of us who are able to make it through. I'm sure that other people will join us as we progress and also continue along the way. Thank you so much for staying through and also for being very punctual. I can see Mr. God's Power is already in the house, and Mr. Onyemara also in the house, and also our able South regional coordinator, also Mr. Inaturo in the house. We want to appreciate God for yet another privilege and also another opportunity to be alive and also to be counted among the living. We are making tremendous progress in the migrations. Uh, Today, we were able to hit 8,200 migrations across Africa. And so we are fasting up, we are speeding up gradually. Some regions are waking up to the migrations. And also, we are going to have more numbers trooping in a short while, very soon. By the time we begin to have new sponsorships coming in, and so, God willing, by tomorrow, we will be in Kaduna State, and then we will be planning to head to the southeastern part of the country before we return back to the northeast, sorry. And so, Mr. God's Power begin to gear up towards making some preparations and also plans because after this Kaduna trip, once we are done in the Middle Belt, we should head to your location and also see how best we can put up some momentum around that area and also around that region. We want to be able to get every part of Nigeria involved, and also not only every part of Nigeria, but also every part of Africa as a whole. And so we are tirelessly looking at how to strategize in order to cover so many other areas, just to fasten up and also to ensure that we speed up the process by giving other new persons the opportunity to come in and also migrate a lot of people that we have that are still pending, and so that way we will fast track the migration process more than just waiting for our usual subscribers to do their migration. And so, looking at the fact that we have made a stepping stone, we have stepped forward, and also I am looking at us achieving 10,000 before the end of this 60 days challenge that was given to us as an opportunity. And so, if you look at the entire remaining period, we have less than 22 days, or I think 21 days to go in the 60 days challenge. Like we all know, it's coming to an end at the end by 13th of June, year 2023, sorry. It might not, there may be no any extension. This may be the last opportunity, except if the allocation that was made purposely for promoting this migration is still available, and so perhaps maybe there could be an extension. And so I want to appreciate the entire house And I also want to appreciate us all for our tireless efforts and also working tirelessly hard, especially our humanitarians who our humanitarian administrators, and also I'm also taking this opportunity to specially appreciate our dear sponsors for doing a tremendous job and also pushing the entire process forward, because without the sponsors, I'm not sure that we would have achieved the kind of momentum and also the kind of speed at which we are going at this moment. And so I especially want to appreciate all of our sponsors, all those who have been sponsoring the migrations from Liberia, from Nigeria, from Burkina Faso, from Ivory Coast, and other regions, from Sierra Leone. Yes, I am so much overwhelmed with the kind of, teamship and also togetherness, especially when it has to do with achieving success in no time in these 60 days challenge and also in the migration process. Like I stated in our last meeting, if had anybody told me that we are not trading by this time, I wouldn't have agreed. Why? Because with the kind of pressure that was coming out from the community, I absolutely was thinking that as soon as the entire exchange goes live, we will have people pouring in, migrating in within no time. We are able to achieve the numbers that we required in order to progress with the entire process. But reverse is the case, and even though we are moving gradually and also simultaneously, but I am encouraging every humanitarian, those of us who are not here yet, and those who will listen to this recorded version of the meeting tonight. I am using this opportunity to encourage us to ensure that we are able to encourage and also put up some momentum in terms of achieving success when it comes to the issue of migrations. And so I want to appreciate everyone, and I also want to thank us for making our time again this week. And so today is basically going to be an interactive session and also updates regarding how far we have come with the issue of the migration process. I am going to tell us where we are, and then regarding the sponsorship also, because I promised from the beginning of the kickoff of the 60 days challenge that we are going to be transparent in the entire process regarding how many sponsorships have we achieved, who are those especially giving in their best in these sponsorships. And so, like I said from the beginning, there is going to be a reward for all the sponsorships. And so, just a quick reminder to let us know that the 24 hours merchant IWC Exchange merchant chat room is ready, and we have started adding people, especially those who are qualified to be part of that training. And so, if you are qualified based on the criterias that were stated, you can indicate by sending me a message directly, and then we will add you up into that group chat so that you can participate in that merchant training. And so, we also have the IWC offline merchant traders. Uh, that particular aspect has to do with people that want to be able to trade IWC offline, people that want to accept IWC in exchange for their goods and services. I have already done justice to that, and we've explained elaborately in terms of that aspect regarding the offline and the online trading activities. And so we want to come out with something unique when the exchange begins trading. We don't want only people to be able to spend their IWC only online. And so let it be that you can also walk up to someone and spend your IWC coins single handedly without any hesitation. And so I'm going to state the qualifications, but I have stated the qualifications in our previous Google updates, but I am going to still repeat myself regarding that, and then you will get to hear what the qualifications are. And so stay tuned in the meeting as I am going to do that once again before we wrap this segment up. And so for the people around Kaduna State, tomorrow is our appointment for Kaduna State, and so we are coming into Kaduna State tomorrow, and we will be having the meeting right along the Kaduna State University. There in I think they said is about around Yakoa Road Express, and so I am going to get the full details of the venue from the coordinator so that we can reach out to all those who are our IWC members from Kaduna State. You can begin to inform your people, your friends, and your family. Especially, we have Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed, who has been very consistent and also very punctual in our meetings, asking when are we coming to Kaduna State. And so we are finally going to be in Kaduna State based on that appointment by tomorrow. And we are going to be in two different radio stations. And so I think when the coordinator comes on board, I will give him an opportunity to speak so that you can tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow by this time around between 7:30 to 8 p.m. we will be having a live broadcast of the incredible wealth coin and also blockchain technology live in Kaduna Metropolis. And so all our users and also members who are residing in Kaduna State, we will be coming in tomorrow. And so get ready, inform your friends and family. And so once again, before we wrap up this meeting, the coordinator, once he joins the meeting this evening, he will unveil the venue and also tell us all the detailed information regarding that meeting by tomorrow. And also, we are going to interface with the Kaduna State University students. And so those of you who lives in Kaduna State and also especially those of you who are coming from both the southern part of Kaduna, and so we are going to be interfacing with you people by beginning from tomorrow all through the weekend and till next week. And so I will be telling us where we are headed as we begin the tour so that whichever region you belong, you begin to get ready while we will also come to your region and be able to disseminate the information very well and also much better because I strongly believe that we have so many users who do not come here, who are high WC holders and do not know what is actually going on. And so that was one of the reasons for this media publicity and also campaign. And so we will be live on those two radio stations in Kaduna State so that all our users and also all those who are holding IWC will know what is going on and also get ready to do their migrations. Looking at what transpired from the beginning of the kickoff on the 60 days challenge, we have a lot of people actually pushing and also giving in their best to see how best we can help migrate a lot of humanitarians, and also especially those who are having some long list of beneficiaries. And so we are going to be taking, before I go dive in very quickly, I will be taking some updates very quickly because I gave an assignment to some of our administrators so that the people who are sponsoring these migrations will know that their migrations are also they are sponsoring the sponsorship that they have sent is tremendously making an impact in this migration process. I think other administrators are not yet in the house except for Mr. David, who I'm seeing here in the chat room. Yes, David, you can unmute your mic very quickly. Tell us how far have you gone, and so far, how many sponsorships did you receive from from the 60 days challenge, and how far have you gone migrating those members or people from your list? You can unmute your mic now and tell us very quickly while we await others to join the meeting.
Good evening, House.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Uh, Pertaining the migration and the sponsorship allocated to me, the first batch, that is 30, I migrated it last week, and I also received another 40 from you, and I've migrated 33, remains 7 people. So I'm hoping that before the weekend, I will migrate the remaining 7 people. So, and I've already received a lot of the coins transferred to the exchange.
All right.
So, and I'm happy because I was bothered. I haven't chatted to you about I've not yet received their coins alert. So now I can log out their emails on my phone, and already their details will be distributed to them as soon as I get home. So in total, those people that have sponsored, have received sponsorship in my list, they are about 30, 40, it's about 70, if I'm not wrong.
All right.
So
I
that's it, sir.
think I sent you a total of 73 sponsorships because the last one is 43, right?
No, the last one was 40. You said 40, sir. It
Okay,
was 100,
40.
100.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you
sir.
so much. All right.
Thank you, sir.
And then tell us uh, on those receipts, how what are the names on the sponsorships on the receipt that sponsors majority of your migrations?
Okay, sir. The one of the sponsorships majority is somebody of favor.
All right,
I have
favor.
favor and I have Victor.
All right. Okay,
Yes, and I
favor and
also,
Victor, right?
yes,
All right. Thank you so much.
yes, and I have somebody Evelyn or something like that. Ugwa
Okay.
or
All right.
Ugwa.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So we have so many people actually sponsoring. Thank you so much, Mr. David
Thank you,
from
sir.
Kaduna State. He is one of the most active administrators so far. Very, very active. And so we are actually monitoring those who are very proactive because their administrative affairs will not stop only during the migration, but it will also continue when transactions begins, because that is when the bigger work is attending to people and also helping them on how they can get out their money, or how they can place orders, how they can trade. That is where much of the work is piled up. But all the same, I want to appreciate David. David has been so very punctual, and he is one person that is very, very, very proactive. I can tell you that. And so there was a day I sent him about 30 migrations. Within 2, 3 days, he has migrated all. And so I think the humanitarians from Kaduna State are the ones giving us more numbers in the migration, and also I think a few from Yola. I have sent over 200 sponsorships in Yola last week. I am yet to receive any update, and I'm not seeing any of the administrators. Mr. Elams Benjamin is not here. Mommy Jafet Tomwaso is also not here yet. And so we would like to know all the receipts that we are sending you regarding the sponsorships. We want to know how far you have gone. And so the people who are also sponsoring those migrations are also interested in knowing whether or not the sponsorships, the migrations are going on, because some people also, very soon we are going to have more bulk migrations. But we are only going to send sponsorships to humanitarians who have made effort to migrate some of their people. And so, and as a humanitarian, you should be able to sponsor yourself and also sponsor at least out of your 9,000 or 4,500 people that benefited from your allocation. At least you should be able to sponsor up to 500 or even 1,000 of your members. Then other ones, as people are sponsoring, we are not asking the humanitarians to sponsor all their people, because it is going to be a huge task. By right, if I receive coins freely, I should be able to profile for my migrations. But looking at the challenge, we already have people sponsoring from every part of Africa right now. And so I'm going to give us an update regarding that, and also tell us how far we have gone, and also what is our expectation in a few days to come. Many people have been trying to join, but once they are admitted, they go out immediately. Please, if you are admitted and you found out that you are out of the meeting, you can rejoin again. Click the link again until you are fully in the meeting room. Sometimes, if your connectivity is not very strong, once you're admitted, it will take you out again. And so, thank you so much for that resilience. And so, I am going to give us an update regarding the sponsorships. I already told us that so far we have been able to achieve 7,200 migrations as at today. And so those who are yet to be migrated are not part of that numbers. And so as new numbers are coming tomorrow, other new numbers are coming next tomorrow, it is increasing our numbers. As in our last meeting, we were about 6,655 users. And now we have attained 7,201 today, what I'm seeing from the admin. And so we are making progress. We are making progress. And so if we continue in this momentum, in no time, we will be able to get those numbers, and also trading activities comes open before we know it. And so we still have our lead humanitarian sponsor or on the 60 days challenge as Madam Favor. And so Madam Favor is still taking the lead, even though we have so many people, even from Liberia, that said every time I mention that woman, she has been the person leading in the sponsorship from the beginning. And so some people are even bringing up more momentum to catch up with Madam Favor. But I can tell you, I am so proud of what Madam Favor is doing. She has been a tool of encouragement to these migrations that led to so many people now also coming on board to sponsor, and also some people are now also coming independently to migrate their accounts. And so Madam Favor has single-handedly migrated 88 persons. She has migrated 88 persons from the kickoff of the 60 days challenge up till date. And so up till now, is still the one leading. Yes, Madam Favor, you are raising up your hand. Am I mistaking your figure? I think
Yes, yeah, it's
88 or 90.
90,
Sorry.
90,
She has
90.
migrated 90. I forgot. She
Yes,
actually
today.
completed it to be
Mm.
90 this evening. And so, thank you very much. Just before the meeting, she has migrated a total number of 90 persons. Wow. And so that is one of the lead sponsors in terms of this migration process. And so I had some people that sent me a message that who is this Madam Favor? I think I will give her an opportunity to speak very soon before we wrap it up. Some people I also had Pastor Victor, who actually migrated 20 persons, and so he's right behind Madam Favor, migrating a total number of 60 persons. And also we have Mr. Paul, who has migrated 50 persons from Yola. Even Mr. Pastor Victor is also from Yola, and so he's looking at beating down Madam Favor, according to them. And so I also have another fellow from Liberia who has migrated 40 persons, which is Johnson. As a matter of fact, Johnson migrated 45 because he migrated five other people via his influence as well from Liberia. So Johnson has migrated a total of 45 persons, and also Mr. Paul, I already mentioned, he migrated 50 persons. We also have Mr. Namanu from Burkina Faso, who sponsored 30 migrations single-handedly from Burkina Faso. We also have His Excellency Joshua Makama, who sponsored 10 persons from Kaduna State. We also have Mr. Koli from Liberia, who sponsored 8 migrations so far. And so we have Mr. NSC from Mubi in Yola Axis, who sponsored about 2 migrations so far. We also have Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed, who sponsored also 2, though he said he's going to sponsor more people. We will be in Kaduna State tomorrow, and so all the people that you want to sponsor, ensure you try to be at the venue so that they can interface with us and also get a first-hand information regarding IWC. And so we also have 5 sponsorships from Mr. Nasir from Yola, and then Mr. Henry from Kaduna has sponsored 10 persons. We have Mr. Elisha also, who sponsored 5 persons. Mr. Danladi from Kaduna sponsored 5 persons. Mohammed J. Sensei from Sierra Leone sponsored 2 persons. Reverend Samson Che sponsored 9 persons, and also we have the coordinator from Grand Bassa who sponsored 12 persons from Liberia. And so these are all the sponsorships that we have beginning from the kickoff of the 60 days challenge that began on the 15th, which is ending in the next 20 days, 13th of June, year 2023. And so that brought us to a total number of about 653 sponsorships so far from the beginning of this particular. Sorry, before I forgot, we also have about we have some sponsorships that came from the South South. via Reverend Enaturu that just came in, I think, in the course of this week. One person sponsored four persons, and another person sponsored two. I think that is six, a total number of six sponsorships came from Reverend Enaturu from the South South, from Delta State. And so we still have more sponsorships coming. And so with this development, we have so many people who actually are not aware of the sponsorship aspect. And so this is not to tell the humanitarians to go and relax. As a matter of fact, there are people who are looking for the opportunity that some of our humanitarians have today. And so we have to deny them that opportunity because they have not been able to participate from the ICO up till this moment. And so, in as much as we are depriving that opportunity to those individuals, we also want the humanitarians to do their best to ensure that they have been able to encourage migrations from their list and also migrate at least a couple of numbers of persons so that once we begin to see your effort migrating people from your list, then we can decide we can now begin to allocate sponsorships. As many people that are going to come into IWC via our orientation and publicity beginning from tomorrow in Kaduna State are automatically going to be sponsors because at the moment there is no way you can get coins from IWC except by sponsoring. And so any new person that will ever step into IWC as a result of this orientation or publicity regarding the migration is coming in as a sponsor. And so before our next meeting, I strongly believe that the numbers will tremendously increase as we go round. And so I want to encourage us not to relent. I want to encourage us not to give up. And I also want to encourage us to work together as a team, as a community that we are, in order to achieve success. Always be positive. You, as an individual, is an ambassador for IWC. And so I mustn't be in your region before you can create awareness. And so you can create awareness just like the fellow from Mubi and also our coordinator from Kaduna State. He is still yet to come in. I don't know if he's having some issues with the connectivity around his region. But all the same, I want to appreciate those of us who made it into the chat room this evening. A comment from the comment section from Mr. Enaturu says, please, what are the qualifications for IWC exchange merchant? Yes, the first qualification is that as a merchant, you first of all, the first requirement is that you will need to have at least up to 5,000 IWC as a merchant. And so that is enough for you to take any order and also for you to be able to serve any other regarding trading activities on the exchange. And so the minimum requirement you will have to get like at least 5,000 IWC before you can be qualified to join the merchant training program. And so those of us who are aspiring or looking forward to becoming a merchant, you still have the opportunity to get that number by sponsoring people. You will get that particular number. And so we want to be able to have a good number of merchants. We were looking at 150 to 200 merchants from Nigeria. But so far, we have only so far the people that have one person has been added and also the ambassador in the merchant chat room so far, and so we do not have many people who are qualified yet, but I have so many people chatting me up indicating their interest to want to become part of that training, and so that is one of the minimum requirement if you want to be trained as a merchant. The reason for that particular figure or number of coins is so that that is the minimum coin numbers, or the number of coins that is required for you to be able to take either take an order or be able to serve an order on the exchange when trading begins. And so you may not understand take or serve an order during the training. It will be explained, just like when Binance was recruiting their 24 hours merchants, also before opening their exchange. Back then, I could remember, I think the minimum requirements one will need to have was about, I think, 6 to 8 thousand BNB as a merchant. And also, if you did not join then and you joined later on, I think you will have to have a certain amount of fiat that is ready, that you are ready to either take an order or give an order whenever demand or whenever need be from other buyers or sellers on the exchange. And so we are going to be conducting that training, and also we will be bringing some professional merchants from different exchanges to also grace that training and also share with us some of their years of experience in the crypto exchange trading, and also how far it has benefited them, and also how they as individuals have made a tremendous achievement in the trading in their trading journey. How many IWC investors have up to 5,000 IWC in their account in Africa? We have a lot of users. We can't come up on the forum here to begin to call names or tell you that so person has 10,000 coins, or this person has 50,000, or this person has 10,000. But we have a less number actually that has more coins in their possession. Majority are having a few coins in their wallets. And so for those of us who are wise, who are very who can see beyond the now, who can see in the nearest future, are the people that are taking advantage of this opportunity in order to structure and also plant a better future for themselves by acquiring and also sponsoring more migrations at this point. And so I would like to stop here. Like I said, today is actually going to be an interactive session. And so, like I told us, we so far from December of last year that we began the migration, we are now 7,201 migrations that have been achieved so far across Africa, even though some regions are just waking up. And also, even Sierra Leone, we have to reshape the leadership because the leadership was dormant and they were not working. But I can see that the new coordinator for Sierra Leone is very vibrant and is also working along with the Incredible World Coin team over there to ensure that we achieve maximum success in no time. And so I would like to stop here. I don't know, before I bring in a few persons to be able to say one or two things before I wrap it up, just to announce once again, those of you who are in Kaduna State, okay, the coordinator is unable to join because of poor network connectivity from him. I just got a message, but he was able to drop the address, venue, or of the place where we are going to hold the meeting. And so we are going to hold that presentation tomorrow at Steadfast Restaurant, Kaji, along Yakowa Road, Kaduna State. And so those of you who knows Kaduna State very well, we are holding that meeting at Steadfast Restaurant. There they have a very big hall. And so you are not just coming to eat, but you are coming to establish a future, a bright future for yourself, and also take advantage of what is going on. And so, only those of us who are very wise, like I said, will take advantage of the sponsorships and also the entire process that is happening at the moment. Yes, Mr. Jibrin Joe Bello is raising up his hands. Mr. Jibrin, you can unmute your mic. What is your comment or contribution or question?
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening, Joe.
Uh, I don't know why is the meeting tomorrow? Some of us used to come back to Kaduna weekends. I don't know. I thought you said Saturday. On a
We are
Saturday, the
going
meeting
to
will be.
be, we will begin. Okay, we are going to begin all through till Saturday. All right.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. In the
So
same venue.
yes, at the same venue.
Okay,
Yes, we are
no
going to
problem.
have
Thank
three
you very much.
different presentation seminars, and so I'm going to also, by the time I get to Kaduna tomorrow, we will post the entire details of the schedules and also our meeting times via all our WhatsApp group chats. And so just stay online
Okay, sir.
and get all the detailed information. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, and so that is Mr. Jibrin. I think he's also from Kaduna State. And also I have Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed. Yes, Mr. Ibrahim, you can unmute your mic. What is your comment or question? Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed, if you can hear me, unmute your mic.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Incredible Welcome.
Yes, good evening. What is your question?
Hello. My question, where is the seminar venue? Venue.
Yes, the seminar
Seminar.
venue. Okay, I'm going to send the seminar venue on the group chat. So you are going to see
Okay,
the
sir.
venue in the group chat. We
O-
will post it by tomorrow. All right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
That's the
All
question.
right.
Yeah.
So Mr. Jala Miller from Liberia is asking, is it compulsory to have a bank account before making any withdrawal when everything be okay? No, Mr. Jala. We is not compulsory that you must have a bank account. You can also make your withdrawals via mobile money. I think I have done a video tutorial showing you because I know about mobile money from Liberia. And so many people prefer to use mobile money, much more convenient and also better than using the banks. I am fully aware. And so on the exchange also, there is a provision where you can include your mobile money payment gateway. You can receive your withdrawals from the exchange through your mobile money. And so the only thing there is for you to indicate whether or not your mobile money is in Liberian dollars or in US dollars. So whichever one, but you can include. I did a tutorial on how you can add both your Orange and also your Loon Star mobile money on the exchange. And so go back to the video tutorial I did and then watch it very well. Or better still, you can contact, I don't know which part of Liberia you are, Mr. Jala, but you can contact Mr. Sumo Moluba in Monrovia, or you can single handedly reach out to Mr. Richard Telawayan Jr. Yes, I can see you are raising up your hand on a video chat. Yes, Mr. Jala, you can unmute your mic. Just touch the microphone on your phone. All right, Mr. Jala, it looks like you will see a
Hello?
microphone. All right, yes, you are loud. You are on now.
Hello?
Yes, proceed, Mr. Jala.
I try to do this at least so that at least I can get some understanding for today. Actually, I'm speaking from Banga, Liberia.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. If you
you
are
can get
joining
me?
us from Banga, you can meet Mr. Johnson, who is the administrator for the Bond County team. He will help you to set up your account. I think he is currently doing migrations right now. He has
Yes,
migrated about
yes,
five
yes.
persons currently.
Yeah, yeah. I even talked today. He told me to meet him today.
Okay. So just make out time, meet
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson. He will help you to add your mobile money numbers on your exchange as a means of withdrawals. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, Madam Favor is asking, which one is mobile money, please? Okay. Yes, we let me just use a typical example of the online microfinance banks that we have also in Nigeria. People are actually using mobile money in Nigeria, but they are not aware. The OPay, I think it's OPay. You can use your phone number is your account number on OPay, and I also think there is another wallet called First Money Wallet from First Bank. It's a mobile money actually, but they did it in a very digitalized form that has a wallet where you can save money with other options just like you have it in on your bank account. And so back there in Liberia, your mobile money becomes a medium to which you can host or keep your money. uh, in Liberia they have two different major networks. They have Orange and Lunster. Lunster is actually MTN, Lunster MTN over there in Liberia, and then the other one they call it Orange. I think we don't have that telecommunication in Nigeria, but there is Orange in Ghana. From once you leave Nigeria, from Benin Republic, Ghana, and also Togo, Ivory Coast, Gabon, and also Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Mali, all those regions have Orange and also Lunster as well. And so, but here we have MTN, we have Globacom, we also have Airtel, and so many others. And so, over there in Liberia, instead of using a wallet, it is their phone number that becomes the mobile money account. So once I have your phone number, I can send money to you through your phone number, not through any account. And so that is how mobile money operates in other regions. But here in Nigeria, they operate in a much more advanced, digitalized way that comes with a wallet, a digital wallet, which is the OPay that so many people are using today, the PalmPay, the how do you name them? There are so many. They are very rampant right now. So many of them on the market today. And so that is mobile money has to do with the digital wallets that we're also using here in Nigeria and other regions. And so that's basically that is another medium of receiving or sending money from one person to another. Yes. Money Point, thank you. We have several of them, Money Point, and you can name them. So all of them are mobile money actually because they are digital wallets, and anywhere you are from any part of the world you can operate, send money. I think Money Point is currently in Nigeria, is also in South Africa, is in Zambia, is also in the USA, is in other countries of Africa. And so it's not just in Nigeria. Likewise, I don't know how far does OPay covers. And so likewise, mobile money, MTN mobile money and Orange mobile money is also in the US, is also in the UAE, is also in Liberia and other parts of Africa. And so that's basically that regarding that medium of payment. And so, like I said, today is just basically to give us a highlight of how far we have made progress. We are tremendously making progress, and I strongly want to appreciate Madam Favor, like I always attest to the fact that she has migrated numerous number of persons, And so I want to give you just maybe 1 or 2 minutes to speak before I bring in other leaders as we are trying to wrap it up. Madam Favor, you can unmute your mic and tell us how how did you manage to migrate 90 persons within this 60 days challenge? You can unmute your mic and tell us briefly so that some of us who are looking at achieving the same, we will learn from you. Thank you. Yes, Madam Favor, I am waiting for you to unmute your mic if you can hear me.
I have done that. I'm listening to you. Hello, hello.
Yes,
Can you
yes,
hear
yes.
me?
Yes, good evening. You are welcome.
Okay, good. God bless you.
Yes.
One thing we have to understand is this. It depends on what you want. That is what I believe because
Oh, it looks like
there is that is,
okay, yes,
hello.
we can hear you now. We can hear you. Proceed.
Okay, everything have to do with your goal, what you want to achieve. Because me, one thing is this that once I put my mind in a particular thing, I love to achieve it. Um, because number one, it's not easy, but I make it as a point of duty that at least anytime money comes into my hands, I must bring out money to sponsor someone because I just want us to succeed.
Hmm.
I just want us to so that is my aim. I want us to succeed because a lot of people have said a lot of things. Even when I try to talk to people, they would tell me, this is 419. And the
Hmm.
truth is that this I have involved myself into so many online business that at the end of the day, he couldn't achieve anything good, but rather it brought a lot of problem to me. But this one is something that since last year is something that I have already noticed what that will happen in future. So I have checked it and I have also prayed about it. Do you understand? So
Yes.
within me, I have no shaking. I know that one day we will all celebrate about it. But the truth is this, it wasn't easy. It even today, like when I was discussing with you today, I
Yes.
told you it's my husband that dashed me money
Yes.
because I was talking about it. My husband dashed me money. I said, okay. Even upon that, my husband dashed me money. My husband was laughing at me because the way I'm just talking about the IWC.
Hmm.
Do you understand? So that is it. Okay, after that, I have to do another one in the evening.
Yes.
But that one is just that money that just come in. I have to deny myself some certain thing. All this thing I'm doing, I'm denying myself some certain things to achieve it. Because I know that by the end of the day, if the thing started moving, I will get it.
Certainly.
So that is it. And I'm the type that I have my plan done because there are people out there that I have in mind that they are waiting for me to explore so that I can be a help to them. So that is the reason I'm working hard. If because nobody knows where the salvation is coming from.
Yes.
And God knows I'm not putting my totally mind in it. I'm just doing it as a hobby.
Hmm.
So that is the truth. Meanwhile, I want to just beg everyone that we all should join hands together because I believe it's not much you must have 100,000, 50. Sometimes I used to pay 10,000 in the money today. Is it not 10,000? I first of all send.
Yes.
Later, I send another amount. So even if it is 5,000, please, so that we can achieve this. Right from last year, I even thought that we supposed to start reaping from this. Because the way
Exactly.
people were just like, when are we starting? When are we starting? Everybody was just shouting at the platform. Okay, now the opportunity has come. Things we're supposed to do so that we will start. Everybody has quenched the light.
Hmm.
We are the one holding ourselves. I know that things are not okay, but please let's work hard. Let's try our best, even if it is 5,000. Let's try. And I'm begging the humanitarian, please, any amount, try. You people are the one that make yourself available for this testimony. So I will even like people to so try your own best to sponsor someone. I know you people did it. You people spend a lot of money for this. I understand. But at this point, we all need to work together. Please, I'm begging, so that we can achieve something. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's Madam Favor from Lagos, and she is a wonderful prophetess. I'm sure she has seen a lot that transpired. I actually met with her and also Reverend Enna Turu, who is from Delta State. I met with them at the New Day Bishops College of Bishops and Apostles in Lagos, where I was invited by the president to come and also share this opportunity about IWC to during the convention. I think that was December of 2021, if I am not mistaken, when that meeting took place in Lagos. And so ever since then, we have been like a family. And so there is one thing that I keep telling people, and I keep saying it everywhere I go. As long as IWC is concerned, we have put in our lives, our integrity, and everything that we have working along with other people from other countries. And so this is not just about you, but it's about everyone. And so what we are doing is also to ensure that everyone who has stepped into this project, whether from the pre-sales, whether from the ICO up till the end of the ICO, or coming in through the sponsorship, the migration season, nobody will go out of this forum or from out of this opportunity without benefiting. And so that is one thing I know. And so, in as much as all of us are here, some of us we are quick to forgive. Let me, sorry to say this, we have this notion, we have this mindset in Africa. We don't believe that we can actually become successful from the investments that we have made in the past. But we believe in sowing today and reap tomorrow. This started from 2021. We are already in 2023. And now we are beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel, because I strongly believe that if we put in more efforts, in no time, if 10 numbers are coming, 5 numbers are coming. Recently we were just 3,000 plus. And so all of a sudden the numbers begin to increase, the numbers begin to rise as awareness is being created. More people are beginning to get to know, oh, I need to do my migration, and people are migrating. And so 5 numbers coming from Liberia, or 300 coming from Liberia, 100 or 200 coming from Nigeria, another few hundred coming from other regions, from Ivory Coast. Before you know, in 2 3 days, we're able to have up to 1,000 migrations. And so it is amazing. And with the humanitarians that we have in the house, if all of these humanitarians can also say, look, I want to sponsor 200 persons, I'm sponsoring 500 people, then the other ones, let us see how best we can encourage other people to now sponsor them as well. And so before you know it, we literally will get that number in no time. And so I'm not just talking to humanitarians and few of us who are here because I know that this particular meeting is going to go viral. And so those of us who are also having, if you have other people that are interested and want to come in, they can come in even at this stage and get coins by migrating people. And so that will also help us to expand the base with new people coming in. And so I want to thank Madam Favor so much for that wonderful commentary. And also, I have Mr. James from Kaduna. Even though he came in very late, he is also one of the sponsors. I think recently, or I think that was last week or so, he sponsored some people, I think about 5 migrations from Kaduna State. And so we appreciate all of you. And so let me just give 1 minute to our leaders uh, to be able to greet the house and also tell us how far they are gearing up, preparing for this particular campaign. Let me start with Mr. God's Power. Mr. God's Power, you should expect us, we should be in the northeast by next month, God willing. And so next month, I mean regions like Bauchi, Yobe, and also Yola. I think we will be all the way to Mubi because the coordinator here, I promised to had responded to you, but I traveled. So I just came back this evening. And so I will interface with you because I'm traveling back again tomorrow. Probably I'll be leaving again for Kaduna tomorrow. I travel a lot and then I hardly sit down because I am working round the clock to also ensure that we are moving forward. And so I want to apologize for not getting back to you between Monday and Tuesday, and today is Wednesday, like I promised. I will get back to you between now and before our next meeting, which is Friday. Yes, Mr. God's Power, you can unmute your mic. We will be in your region very soon. And so, how is everything going on? Even though I have not been able to contact you ever since that responsibility has been handed over to you, due to some busy schedules. Yes,
Good evening, Mr. Incredible.
yes. Good evening, Mr. God's Power. You are
Good
coming
evening.
in very low. Maybe you should try
Good.
to be audible a bit.
Okay, can you all hear me now?
Yes,
Good
yes.
evening to the house. I greet everybody who are able to make it from time to time when we need a right together and be updated on what the level of progress that IWC is making in terms of seeing that the exchange comes open. Everybody's hand is on deck to see that we achieve the overall objective from day one. And it is, of course, a reason to commend everybody who is putting every effort possible to actually achieve this success. Starting from those who are sponsoring migration and down to those who would actually publicize IWC, to those who have not heard of it before and come on board to sponsor migration. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a privilege to be part of IWC at this stage in time. Anybody who comes on board at this stage in time is actually privileged because there has never been a point in time in the when we talk of IWC that acquiring coins is even much more easy. I recall when we were in the ICO stage, the cost of migrating one person now in the Nigerian naira that gives you opportunity to get 50 coins, then in the ICO state, it can only get you 6 coins. So whoever is coming in at this point in time is actually privileged to get IWC, and I think it is an opportunity that should not be taken for granted. Therefore, in order to see that the exchange opens as the Northeast Regional Coordinator for IWC, covering 5 or 6 states, including Adamawa, Yola, I will be glad to get the contact of the administrator there, who is, should I say, dragging his feet as to doing what needs to be done to ensure the exchange comes open. At this point in time, there is need for a serious follow-up, both with the administrators as well as the humanitarians who should be giving reasons to sponsor those they have bought coins for. It is their investment. Therefore, we will try to convince them that in order for their investment not to go down the drain, they are expected to complete what they started. I want to be fully involved in this process. I will be glad to be part of it. I will also be glad to host the executive director of IWC when at any point in time the need arise for him, for you yourself, Mr. Incredible, to visit the Northeast. With regard to that, we can hold a meeting, publicize this meeting to those that can be informed of it, and see how we can gather together and then give them reasons why this opportunity that is coming to their doorstep should be taken seriously. I am beginning to appoint state coordinators. I have appointed a state coordinator in Bauchi. I have also succeeded in appointing a state coordinator in Maiduguri. With these state coordinators, we can put heads together and see what effort can be channeled in order to see that this exchange comes open. Before the what is it called, 60-day challenge, which a whole lot of us are taking advantage of, we can say that it is a very small number of persons that were migrated into the exchange. But looking at how far we have gone now, hearing the number of calls is giving us joy that we are not lagging behind. We are moving forward. We are
Yes.
making tremendous progress. And this is something that gives me joy. Therefore, I would do all I can within my power to see that I contribute my own quota to see this exchange open. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Incredible.
Thank you so much, Mr. God's Power.
A personality to imitate in terms of achieving results, in terms of being result oriented. Thank you very, very much. This is all from my side, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. God's Power. I sincerely thank you so much, Mr. God's Power. I sincerely appreciate your courage and also already setting up a team over there in some of the states. I have never been to Maiduguri region, even though people are saying that that is a danger zone, but I am going to be there. Yes, we are going to go round to ensure that we achieve success. And so even if it has to go in before the mouth of the lion to take success and also retrieve those who have been swallowed and want to be rescued, we will have to do that. And so we will send a schedule to you as soon as the Kaduna State awareness and also campaign is over. And so we will be in Kaduna for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe we return by Sunday or Monday to also begin to plan for other regions. Also, I will send you the phone number of the Adamawa State coordinator and also his assistant. And also, I think the movie coordinator is also in the house in person of Mr. NSC. I think I saw him in the meeting. Yes, he is in the meeting. You can unmute your mic, sir, and just greet us briefly as we are trying to wrap up. We have gone over an hour plus.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening. You are welcome, sir.
And thank you so much for once again opportunity given to me. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for how things is unfolding with the IWC. In fact, I'm one of the most excited persons right now because when I heard you talking about the figures that we have achieved so far, it makes me happy. It gives me joy. So because so many people never believe in this project, and for us that we have gotten to this stage shows that there are good things to come from IWC, even things that some of us will imagine or think. I begin to see the direction the IWC is going. I want to thank all the leadership involved in this project, and I pray that God Almighty continue to strengthen you, continue to guide you, even as you take this IWC to the next level. And also, I want to plead with you about what we discussed some time ago about you coming over to movie here. We are still waiting for you, waiting for your response, so that we can kickstart what we have agreed on. Because there are the dean of student affairs in Advanced State University, as I told you before, that he's glad and is waiting to have us in his school. And also, he told me that whenever I brought the letter to him, he will invite the SUG and all the schools so that we have a talk with them. And he also promised me that when we come, that he also is interested in also buying the coin. So I'm waiting for you so that we will know the next step to take. And the other schools that also visited, the Polytechnic and also the College of Health, they're also waiting for me, waiting for our response. So because since the students are starting their examination on a different date, so I don't know because I don't know how it's going to be, but I'm just waiting for letters so that I can forward it to the authority and wait for approval so that before you can come over. And also, if I can get a pamphlet or a handbill, so that I can give to some people within the school premises, I think I will love it. I will love, because sometimes talking to people one on the street, you might not really get the result, but some of these handbill a pamphlet can go a long way in also announcing IWC to the people of Mobi in Adamawa State at large. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you so much. I will forward you a copy of our the Incredible Wealth Coin white paper, and you can go through it and try to take some point out of there. It's actually a 7-page white paper, but you can go through it and be able to take out some of the key points or side of attractions that you need in order to interface with the students. And so I will forward you that white paper so that you can go through it and also find out a couple of things about Incredible World Coin. That is our flyer, and so take out some of the key points from the white paper and convert it to a flyer, because it's a 7-page white paper actually. And so it contains the Incredible Wealth Coin use case and also a lot that is going to unfold in the nearest future, and also what the Incredible Wealth Coin stands for. And so I will make it available to you, even though you can get it from the website, but I will send you a copy of that, a downloaded PDF copy of that, so that you can utilize it to communicate and also reach out to others. Thank you so much from that region. Like I said, I am going to do justice to that letter issue, God willing, by tomorrow. Let us talk again tomorrow. Let me send that communication so that we want to be able to slate a date. I don't want to give you a date that will be faulted. And so, because we are meeting with the school authority and also with the students, and so we want to be very accurate that if we are telling you we are coming so date, we want to arrive over there that particular period, so that we will execute the purpose and the reason at which we appear over there. But all the same, we are going. I'm going to send you a communication. But from the look of things, some of the how many schools are starting their exams by next week? Because from the details you sent to me, there are some schools that are starting up exams by the end of this month.
Yes, yes. The College of Health will be starting on 29th of this month. They will end it by at the middle of June, if I'm not mistaken. Then also Polytechnic also will be starting theirs on the 7th. Then why the ASU also will be starting on the 25th of June.
25th of June.
Yes, that at the Mass State University.
Okay, so are you saying that even during the exams, we could still have the opportunity to address the students during the exams?
It definitely is possible, yes.
All right. Okay, so we are not going to give them the same date, but we will try to plan. Is it possible to also talk to all the school within a single week, so that we can take a week and come over and be able to do
Yes,
justice to
yes,
all of those presentations? Maybe if
yes,
we are
yes.
looking at either first or second week of June, won't it? Will it be okay?
It will be okay. To be
All right.
okay.
All right. Okay, I will get back to you regarding the letters. So I will contact you. We will
Okay, sir.
discuss so that we can separate the dates that we are going to meet the various schools accordingly before we draft the letters to each of those high institutions.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, and so that's that from Mubi. I think not only Mubi, other regions also. I think we need to imbibe the same kind of spirit, so that we can enlarge. The central bank has already of Nigeria has already begun training over 40,000 youths about the blockchain. And I think I have shared the entire federal government blockchain policy on our various group chats. When we were talking or saying this last year, it was looking like a joke. I said it in several places that the federal government is just joking. They will have no option than to adopt blockchain technology and make it legal in Nigeria. I said it in 2021, and it has come to pass just like a prophecy. And so, right now, anything concerning a blockchain technology and its component that has to do with cryptocurrency and any other thing, it is now legal in Nigeria, just like the government has announced. And so, it will soon be legal in all other African countries, because it's just a matter of time, because all central banks of the world are going into blockchain. And so no country will be left behind, except for a country that says we don't want to use money any longer, and so they will have no business with blockchain. But as long as a central bank is situated in any country with a sitting central bank governor attending meetings, with IMF and all other international bodies, you will go into blockchain whether you like it or not. Because if you don't, your local or your national currency will not have relevance globally. And so this is what we have been saying in the past, and it is gradually happening right before our eyes. And so we want to thank God for what is going on and also for the latest developments. It is for our own good, and God is going to help us to make a tremendous progress regarding that aspect. And so I want to thank our leader from Mubi. I think you need to also interface with Mr. God's power so that he can have your contact. And also, I will send you the contact phone numbers of our leaders over there in Yola so that you can also interface with them to see how best we can begin to organize meetings.
Okay, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. And so before I wrap up, I would like to, I can see one of my leader is in the house from Liberia. Madam Zelin, you can unmute your mic. Good evening and welcome to the forum this evening. We are happy to see you, and you are one of the consistent leaders in this meeting. Madam Zelin, if you can hear me, you can kindly unmute your mic and give us a few updates if there is any, or rather, you can greet the house. You are one of the leaders in Africa. And so, if she cannot hear me, there is usually a serious network connectivity in Maryland. In most times, she can hardly even hear what we are saying. But all the same, I can see you are live in the meeting. Let me know if you can hear me. Once you can hear me, you can unmute your mic and come in, but it looks like you can't hear me. Okay. Today we have Mr. Zaki in the house, the Nigerian ambassador. Mr. George LCA, the Liberian and Sierra Leone ambassador, has not been punctual. I don't know why he is not consistent in our meetings, but he once complained that he is having some serious issues with his phone. Yes, Mr. Zaki, you can unmute your mic and greet the house quickly as we are trying to wrap it up this evening. It looks like Mr. Zaki too is having some connectivity issues. We cannot hear you, sir. Maybe you can add some volume to your audio.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you
Oh,
now.
I think you can hear me now.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone,
Good
and thank
evening.
you for this opportunity to greet the house. And bosses, boss, I really want to thank you for or to bless you for your life,
Mm.
making sure working and things are definitely going to work. I've been away for some time. I went to interact. There's no network. There's no connectivity. And I've not been joining. It's always happen. And so far, I think when I was in Taraba, to although I wanted to meet with them because of where I am is far from the capital, and going to that, some things are just happening. But I pray that at least we are going to arrange. We have a contact people that we can actually contact and to be part of IWC. I've already sent them everything about IWC, and they've gone through it, and they are waiting for us to come so that we can actually one that I met. He's already told a lot of them that about this project. So I pray that by the time we begin from Kaduna, place we are going to go, I don't really know. Maybe when we are done with Kaduna, then we'll know the next place to go. But at least Taraba, we have some that
All right. It looks like your connectivity is very poor. You've been in and out, on and off. That has been a major challenge. Even a lot of people, we had about close to 30 persons joining this meeting this evening, but gradually most of them, once they're admitted, they go out automatically. So network is very challenging, and so I want to thank us all. Like we have already earlier stated, we shall be going round to ensure that we are in these 20 days that are left for the 60 days challenge to come to an end. Let us ensure that we are able to maximize the entire opportunity and also what has been presented to us, to utilize that and be able to get more coins in our possession. I don't know if there would be any extension, but I'm encouraging those of us who want to seize or take advantage of this opportunity. You can take advantage of this. It will go a long way to help us and also encourage more migrations on the forum. And so I would like to stop here. There are other people that I may likely wanted to give them the opportunity to talk, but because of time, I want to stop here. We have already gone 1 hour 26 minutes into the meeting. By Friday, where will be bringing us updates from Kaduna State and also from other regions regarding how far we have achieved success regarding the entire migration process. And so, on behalf of all the entire leaders, coordinators, and also ambassadors, I want to appreciate us this evening. All right. I have a hand raised here from Madam Selina Leneke. Okay, I think this is coming from Yola. Yes, you can unmute your mic, Ma, and greet the house. What is your comment or question very quickly?
Good evening, sir. No any
Yes.
comment. It's been long that I have not attended the meeting. I just want to apologize. Honestly, I've been so busy. So
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I just greet each and every one of you. Thank you for doing well. Now, well done, all of you. Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much, sir.
Thank you very much. We will
But
soon be in your
when are
region.
you people visiting
Yes, we
Yola?
will see it. We will soon be in
I
your
want
region
to see
very
you people
soon.
in Yola again, please.
All right, no problem, Ma. We will soon be in that region very soon. We will soon be in Yola.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Thank you,
Ma.
sir.
Thank you so much. Thank
Have
you
a
very
good
much.
night. Bye. Yes.
All right, Ma. All right. And so, yes, we have a large base over there in Yola, and we will try as much as possible. We have been going to Yola. As a matter of fact, Yola has been one of the most visited region when it comes to IWC. I visited Yola countless times last year, and even this year, I think I will be visiting Yola again for the second time. And so we are making progress. And also, I'm encouraging each and every one of us to ensure that we all put all our hands on deck to work hard and see that we are able to get these numbers. Once the trading begins, you will see what is going to happen on the exchange. I don't want to jump into telling us some things right now, but when the trading opens, the exchange and also the activities will prove itself. And so let us do our part and also leave the rest for what is going to unfold in the nearest future as regards to trading. Thank you so much. And so we would like to put a stop here this evening because we have already gone 1 hour 29 minutes past the time already. On behalf of every leader and also all of us who participated this evening, I want to thank us all for coming on board tonight. Let's do it again Friday, same time, in the evening. Thank you so much and good night, everyone. Thank you.